Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about how to apply for a Schengen visa in Ireland. So we're planning, we basically just checked whatever embassy we could get the quickest appointment, honestly, because everywhere is like so booked. And the first appointment we got was with the French embassy. So we're like, you know what? We're gonna go to Paris. And anyway, that's like my dream destination. So I'm gonna basically tell you the process and how we did it. So firstly, we said like in our application, we put there short stay visa. Short stay visa is basically 90 days and you get that quicker. And because we literally planned this like a month ago or less than a month ago, we said we don't really have time to apply for a long stay visa because they say it takes up to 6 weeks or even more, and we're like, no ways. So the short stay visa takes about 15 working days, well, more or less, but still give yourself 6 weeks just in case. And yeah, so what we did is we made sure we had all our documents ready. The documents that you need, I will put it in a notepad so you could actually see it physically on the screen. That way you can basically screenshot it and you can take the time to read it rather than me explaining it, because it's some of the areas are so technical that it's much easier just to read it yourself. And if you do have any questions, you can always put it at the bottom of this video. And yeah, I think like the process was quite easy, and they delivered the passport through registered and post, and you can't pick up anymore with the French embassy. You can't pick up anymore. They deliver it. And when they do deliver it, someone has to be home to sign for it. So my husband was home to sign for his passport. So that's really important. Yeah, so I'm going to take you along with me, and I literally screen recorded how you can apply for a visa and literally everything, just to make it easier and more familiar, and because it's something you will need to do, and that way it's like easier for you. Okay, so let's do this. So the video after this is a screen recording of the website and what documents you need. And I think one of the most important documents would probably be how to fill in the form, because it does step by step at each part of the form and explains it. So if you have a difficulty, it's literally all there. And then secondly, what documents you need. It tells you exactly what documents you need, and like they're very specific to what you need in the document. Like they won't even just say copy of your passport, they'll say copy like of every page in your passport that has a visa or a stamp on it. So make sure you read it thoroughly, but I did explain it on my notes because sometimes we miss that, right? And even like when it comes to like an employment letter, they literally ask, like they're very specific to what they want, so make sure you read that properly. Yeah, so the next video is basically a screen recording of the website and what documents you need to print. When it comes to the application, you can print it, but technically at the end, when you're done, when you have your appointment and you said that you got your appointment, you get a copy of the online application, because that's the one they want. And when it comes to filling out the online application, make sure if you want to go to a few Schengen areas within the 90 days, make sure you choose multiple entry, because, and they basically, for us, when we got our visa, it said multiple entry and you're allowed 30 days in the Schengen visa in a 90-day period. So basically we have 30 days to spend in the whole Schengen area, as long as it's done within 3 months. So that's great. Okay, so yeah, that pretty much explains the video. So we're going to move on from that and we're going to go on to the next step. Okay, so after we print out all those documents and everything, we're now gonna obviously scroll down that page and you're gonna see visa prices. It basically costs 80 euros for a short stay visa. And then you'll see like a little like blue line with writing that says visa queries. You're going to click on that and that's gonna take you to a page. Now it's gonna say step by step. For example, the first thing it's gonna start with is, do you need a visa? So I just suggest doing that because I guess like rules change all the time. So just do that and check if you need a visa, and then you're gonna see the process now of me filling out and checking if I need a visa. Like for example, my husband is from South Africa and I did that step and it said that he needed a visa. I'm Canadian, I have a Canadian passport. I did that step and it said I do not need a visa. So obviously I did not apply for a Schengen visa. So let's do those steps now together. So now that we figured out if we need a visa or not, now we're going to start the application process. So you go obviously back to that page where it says start, second step where you start the application. So the first thing you need to do is to create an account. The reason why you need an account is so you can obviously it'll save your application there no matter what step you reach to, and make sure that if when you do save that application, make sure that all the information there is the correct information, because you can't edit it once you say that you wanted to complete the application. So make sure all the information is correct. And once you get to the end of the application, make sure it says at the bottom that obviously only continue if you have made an appointment. So don't do that stage till you actually got an appointment and confirmed appointment. That's the only time when you'll say at that end continue, because after that step they will literally give you a PDF of your full application and the right one to basically print out and take with you to the embassy. And you need that printout application because first of all it's filled in online and it has like your application number and everything of that. Okay, so now that we created an account and we filled out the whole application, again, we do not press continue at that step where it says only press continue when you got an appointment, because now we need to go check if we can get an appointment. But make sure you have all your documents ready. You will see the notepad after this that shows all the documents that you need and specifically exactly what you need there. And we added a few things, you'll see in the notes there that we added a few things like the critical skills visa and the proof of address, which is like a heating bill and that. Just, there's no harm in having extra, honestly. but make sure you have all the required documents. And it does say there two passport photos, and we did that at, like, you get those photo booths here, and especially Ireland. It's a new thing for me, but yes, they have those here. They accept those, and I know it says two, but they only took one for my husband. So either way, when you do it, you get more than one. So we just kept two with us just in case that they wanted it. But yeah, so make sure you have all your documents, and then now we're gonna go on to the next step. So now that we're done with obviously putting all our documents together, now we're going to make an appointment. So you're going to go to step 3, and you're going to put there, obviously click there to obviously make an appointment, book an appointment, and it's going to take you to a website, and you're first going to have to choose obviously what country you're in, because obviously it's going to be appointment per country per embassy. So for example, we're in Ireland, so it took us to obviously to book an appointment at the Irish embassy. You have to choose how many appointments you want, how many visas, and obviously make sure you agree with the terms. And you can change, if it's in French, you can change the language at the top to UK English. And then after that, again, it's per appointment per person. They don't, you can't go as a family for one appointment. It has to be per person. So yeah, and then you literally just have to keep on refreshing. Apparently they get new appointments every day after 6 p.m. But I literally just kept on checking. Whenever I was free, I would just log in and check for appointments, log in randomly every 10 minutes or whenever I'm available. And that's literally how we got our appointment so quickly. And it was within a decent time frame. I think the other day I did it and they gave me an appointment for the next hour, and I'm just like, I don't have everything ready because we didn't book our tickets yet. We said we'll book our tickets once we get an appointment. So yeah, we just kept on looking, and randomly something popped up, and we're just like, okay, this is perfect. It's for next week. So we booked the appointment. Once you book your appointment, then you are going to log into your account. And remember I said at the end of the application, I'll say, if you have an appointment, please press continue. So that's when you're going to press continue, because then it will then give you a PDF of your online application, like the right one. It's not written on it or anything. And yeah, and you're going to take that with you when you go for your appointment. But yeah, it was basically simple as that. And my husband literally went maybe half an hour before his appointment just to be sure. But they only took him in at his time. And the appointment literally took 15 minutes. And make sure you have everything, because they say that if you don't have everything that you need, you cannot leave and come back and get it for them. You have to make a whole other appointment. So make sure you have everything, double check. That's why they have the checklist for a reason, to make sure that you have everything. So as you can see, it's pretty simple. It's not complicated. That's why the extra forms are there to help you get through the application. And if you need help, you can always call the French embassy, but everything is pretty much there, honestly. And if you need any help, just put it in the comments and I'll try and help you the best way I can. And yes, it came in 15 working days. Again, that is a short stay visa, which is 90 days. And yeah, make sure when you're doing the application, put multiple entry, but that's what I said before. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.